Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Weather's out Duel Skubal in Detroit. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. Get your Lollipop Kid t-shirt at our merch store. It's flying off the shelves. Get it while we got it, folks. But you know who got a dub tonight? In the Motor City, none other than our Bronx Bombers, and they win 4-2. And I don't know about you. I was worried. Before this game started, I looked at the matchup. Weathers, Skubal. It's going to be a long night. But the good Weathers showed up. The Jekyll and Hyde Weathers showed up, and now he's got two solid starts in a row. Now, I couldn't help but think all of the stuff that we've been hearing about the trade for Skubal. Are the Tigers going to move him? Should the New York Yankees get him? Did tonight impress you so much that you're willing to risk the rest of your future for this guy? Because I don't see it. Everyone talks about this guy like he's the most dominating pitcher in baseball, and yes, he's got back-to-back Cy Youngs. But as a Yankee fan, and let me know in the comments below, would you trade Lombard Jr. and LaGranha for Skubal right now after his performance tonight? And at one point, he starts grabbing his junk.
All right, so Skubal makes that pitch, and then he goes off. And I just thought he was cranking on his hog, right? I'm like, damn, son. No, he actually hurt himself. You ever do that? You ever get a groin injury and you try to pull your groin out of your fucking chest?
I thought the cops were going to have to get him. He came off the bump a little sensitive and tweaked something today. So he's going to even have, after an elbow injury, possibly a groin injury. And if I'm the Yankees, stay away from Skubal. This isn't like Randy Johnson going to the Arizona Diamondbacks, okay? This isn't like Curt Schilling going to the Arizona Diamondbacks. This isn't going to be such an impact pitcher that it's going to change the world for the New York Yankees, and it would just be bolstering something that is strong for the New York Yankees. Now, you know I've been saying on this show for the last few nights that in the last 16 games, they're averaging 4.9 innings for their starters. But what does Weathers do tonight? He pretty much matches Skubal in a pitcher's duel for 6 innings. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 Ks, 1 earned run in 97 pitches, and that's exactly the number that you need to concentrate on. And it seems like Weathers kind of traded off the strikeouts for precision tonight. So I don't know if that was by design, but if you notice, he always gets 8 to 10 strikeouts. When guys need 8 to 10 strikeouts, they pitch a lot more pitches. Now, Weathers look great tonight, and that's the guys that the New York Yankees went after in the offseason and acquired. That version of Weathers that we got, and he's done well against the Tigers. In his Marlins career, he went 8 innings and 1 earned run. So tonight and last start from Weathers is definitely something to build on. But I want to know from you guys. I keep hearing about how Skubal is this huge world saver. I don't see it. And I am done trading our future for guys around 30 years of age who are lefties who have a lot of mileage on their engine. Also, I came to kind of an epiphany here. There is the two arguments. Keep the prospects, they come up, and they're dog shit. Okay, and we've seen a lot of that as far as positional players are concerned under Brian Cashman. But the one thing that occurred to me is if you draft 4 guys, and I know it's very hard to do, but if you draft 4 guys and they stay together for 8 to 10 years, you're going to win a chip. The Yankees in the 90s, okay? And then the Boston Red Sox. Then you had the Houston Astros. And now look at the LA Dodgers and the guys that they're able to keep together for long periods of time. So I don't want a half-year rental for a guy that I just watched pitch a mediocre game to the C squad New York Yankees. No Aaron Judge, no Giancarlo Stanton, and Skubal gives up 3 home runs. Let him be somebody else's problem. I know that Lombard Jr. and LaGrange could be absolutely nothing. I get it. That's the risk you run. But I'm willing to take that risk. But major props to Paul Goldschmidt. This guy's got to be comeback player of the year this year in Major League Baseball because he has turned back the clock and he hits 2 home runs tonight, and they weren't cheap shots. They were bombs. Also, I love him in the leadoff spot. We've been saying this on New York Minute right here. Me and the New York Nuts in the comments section have been clamoring all year, and it happened because Trent Grisham is out of baseball right now, hurt, and Paul Goldschmidt is leading these games off. This is what I was talking about. Baseball is not a complicated game, only if you make it. Paul Goldschmidt gets on base, hits for a high average, a veteran with a nose for balls and strikes. Why wouldn't you put him at the leadoff position? But they put Trent Grisham in there until we all got nauseous with 16 home runs by Aaron Judge and Trent Grisham not being on base for one of them. And one of the guys that I was burning the candle for was Jason Dominguez, who gets the 2-run go-ahead home run with a bomb to left field tonight. And you got to feel good against Jason because him messing up earlier in the game, turning a double play, it's hot and cold with him. And this is what you're going to see with young players. As Yankee fans, we don't have a lot of patience, myself included. We need to put everything into a microwave. These guys are still developing like Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez. And it's so funny. I always get a text message from my father because he is a Trent Grisham fanboy and he knows how much I love Jason Dominguez. So when Jason messed up in the game tonight, he sends me this text message. I also told him on the phone that he should probably be hanging out with Michael Kay.
I know that you wake up remembering me in the morning. So I'll just remind you, Trent Grisham, 36th best defensive center fielder in Major League Baseball, 365 slugging, hitting 175, a 676 OPS, has been on base for 0 of Aaron Judge's home runs this year. So you called me crazy in the beginning of the season.
And has 26 runs.
Yeah, that's good. So is Trent Grisham a good player?
Yeah, he is a good player.
They seem that they would hit it off because they both love and are fanboys of Albert Einstein, and Reggie Jackson have an illegitimate child not on base for 16 home runs of Aaron Judge this year in the leadoff spot because he's a natural 5 hitter. It's none other than Trent Grisham.
Is he a great player? No, he's not. And I said I would not have given him the $22 million qualifying offer. I've been very clear about that.
Like, you're omitting him on the broadcast.
Because
he's gotten
a lot of big hits. Eric, you're the one who's going out on a limb on Chisholm or on Grisham. I'm not.
What are you
talking
about?
Options,
you
bud?
told me I didn't know baseball, and it was too early.
Options?
And now it's later.
But what are there?
So I was just asking if you want to revise your statement because you were screaming about me about the power numbers.
Eric, why would I revise my statement after 15 games?
You were telling me I didn't know baseball because where's the power numbers?
It's 15 games.
Maybe,
what are their options? I'm asking you a question.
They can get Gittrick on a smoke break from Ralph's because he's so great about hitting lefties.
Could you do what Gittrick does? So don't say he should be bagging groceries at Ralph's.
Can I go over 13 in the Major League? Yes.
Eric, maybe they could what?
Maybe they should bring him back to the team, Mike, because you were so high on him.
Who?
Randall Gittrick. That's your boy.
First of all, it's Randall Gritchick, so goodbye, that's my boy. Maybe Trent listens to the show when he drives to the ballpark, and Eric from Bayville actually motivated Trent. Who knows?
Also, I want to give a quick shout-out to Caballero. Not only is he a ball player, not only does he do everything that he's asked for, not only does he play head games in the batter's box against the up with the pitch clock, which I love, gets people off their rhythm, especially the Toronto Blue Jays. This guy has been playing right field. He's been selling hot dogs. He's playing third tonight. He had that swing, and I got really nervous because I thought it was going to be one of those intercostal things, okay? And those guys are usually out for about 60 games as soon as that happens. And it was an epidemic last year in Major League Baseball. But tonight, he takes that funky swing, and I even said on the show last night, it seems like he's getting banged up every night. But guess what? He waves off the trainer when a lot of guys would leave the field. Jose Caballero is a gamer. He doesn't want to lose his spot, and we need him in the lineup. If he goes out of the lineup, man, he is the straw that stirs the drink. He's the guy that gets things going. Just like Rosario off the bench, who's a really good spark plug, and now Paul Goldschmidt turning back the clock, who is carrying the New York Yankees, because Ben Rice is in a slump. I'm not going to call it a major slump, but he's in a slump right now. Cody Bellinger, he's cooling off a little bit too. But I'll tell you, in the last month and a half, Paul Goldschmidt has been worth his weight in gold. And I know a lot of people were hating that move in the beginning of the year with the run-it-back Yanks, but I got to give it to Brian Cashman. He looks smart with bringing Paul Goldschmidt. And also, it allows Ben Rice to develop at first base at a good pace. He's not thrown right into the fire, and you can tell Ben's not really comfortable at first base. He's still learning it, and he has the tutelage of Paul Goldschmidt, who's been a Gold Glove first baseman for the last 10 years, okay? So that's a winning proposition, and when it gets to playoff time, we can put Paul Goldschmidt at first base and play him in the playoffs. But like I've said on this show before, they got to bridge the gap. They got to get him some days off because he is an older player. You don't want him running out of gas like the first 3 months of the season last year when they played him every single day and he completely fell off a cliff with his production. But the New York Yankees, 4-game set against the Beantown Bums. You can also get those at the New York Nuts merch shop. With a Beantown Bums, major disappointment. It's been a hot dumpster fire up in Boston, and you won't get a tear from me. Die like the miserable dogs you are. But I got to admit, it makes it better when it's competitive. I don't want them to win the division, obviously not. I stopped ingesting New England clam chowder for my hatred of the Boston Red Sox, and I don't even drink Polar Club Soda because it comes from Massachusetts around the stadium, and also my hatred of the New England Patriots, being a diehard Jet fan. So I'm out on the mass holes. But what I'm into is always a 4-game set when school ends and the weather gets nice, and the Yankees don't see the Red Sox a lot that much in baseball anymore. It seemed like they would play 24 games against each other when I was growing up as a kid, interdivision. But now all teams play every single team in Major League Baseball in one series during the regular season. So it's cut back on divisional games. And maybe even after this strike season next year, these divisions might be completely and radically different. This might be the last of the AL East that we're seeing, guys. So, and don't forget, shameless plug, I just keep bouncing over them. Get the AL East collection. That's our beautiful blue collection right there of the Blow Jays shirts, the Beantown Bums. Get your Snorrials. Get a Stanky shirt while you're at it. Get a Roofless Rays and cut the sleeves off. Move down to Florida and drive a jet ski around like a car. I don't care. But what I do care about is Cam Schlittler going up to Beantown, behind enemy lines in his hometown, went to Northeastern, literally a block away from Fenway, and I can't wait to watch him jam it up the Red Sox ass. Now you can go over to New York Minute Sports, that's NEWYRK. Anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, you can find the New York Minute Sports Show. I'm here every single night doing the Yankees postgame show. Every single game. Put that notification on. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, are you a New York nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get twice this show for half the dough. Monday baseball show with Mike from Pudgy Boy Sports. You're going to love the way you look. I guarantee it. Also, the T-shirts. New York Nuts merch store. All made in the USA, just like yours truly. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Hey, Massachusetts, here we come, you massholes. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
He
have the
said
word.
he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.